with us from Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida. Fittingly, we have something that should be a most delectable matchup for anyone who loves a little flavor in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. It's the Utah Utes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me, this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. I am challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoff next year, and that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Utah's offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Here's a gift to Parker. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks, he's strong.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They give it back to him. There's some daylight. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Using his legs, it's great. dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. A give running right is Parker. He's got the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Trying the left side. Defense all over him.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Turns it upfield. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Dampier. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
After the missed connection, it's 3rd down for this offense. Got him on the RPO. Fighting off the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
So Notre Dame's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we get a look at C.J. Carr. We're expecting a masterclass in quarterback play as these two get set to square off.
And I know Reese already talked about the quarterbacks. These are 2 really good football teams. Like, I'm excited to watch them throughout the season and where they could go and where they could get to, because there's a lot of potential, a lot of talent. Obviously, the trigger men, they're the reason it goes. And they're the spotlight tonight, Palmer, for quarterbacks like you that love QB play.
No doubt about it, man. And this is what college football is all about. These are the games, especially as a quarterback, that you look forward to the most. Going up against great competition, another good quarterback on the other sideline, and coming out on top. You can't overthink it. You can't try to do too much. You have to operate within your offense and put trust in your teammates to get it done.
Play action, C.J. Carr. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Motion from the wideout. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the big fella.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Back to pass, it's Carr. Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll move the wide receiver. Carr on play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Red pass, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Gets rid of it.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll run for it. It's Parker. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. The give to the back. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Pass to 6. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. He's changing the play. Handoff for Parker. Swamped immediately.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Just feeds the running back. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
He'll try to do it himself. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Play action on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Keep it on the ground. They put the brakes on it.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
They're in the gun. 3rd down. Here's Carr. Look out. Left side is Gilbert. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Grab behind the line. It's Parker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Out wide right, it's Parker. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Really excited to see what Utah is going to do this year. You're so used, David. We were for years seeing Kyle Whittingham strolling the sidelines for Utah. Obviously, he's now off in Ann Arbor, but with Dampier back at quarterback, they've got the pieces. And the Big 12 every year we know is so wide open. If Utah can continue to be physical, they had some big losses, especially along the offensive line. I think this could be a special season in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, and you saw a lot of good moments from Dampier.
Snagged it and he's open. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Shakes off the defender. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They'll give it to Parker. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Quarterback changing the play. Again, it's Wayshawn Parker. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Got to make the play on 4th. On the move. He'll pull it down and run. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Rushes on, and he gets rid of it.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Turns it upfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Tough run here. It's Sprague. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Carr. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Finds space. It's Parker. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. The Irish use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Hits the hole. It's Bray. And he's in. Touchdown, Utah! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barres. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. And he scores! Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Dampier. Right side, it's Andrews. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on 2nd and short. Moving to his left. They're working that left side. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to try to get it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Zings it complete to the right. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's a gift to Parker. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
fellas, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who've battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Pop-Tart Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Marcus Freeman at the half. They are so thrilled. They knew coming into this game that their wide receiver was a weapon, and he has been electric here in the first half. They said they are going to feed him early and often and keep that momentum going here to start the second. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Wide open downfield. He's running free down the middle. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. To the air, it's Dampier. Out wide right, it's Parker. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
And it's picked off for the third time today.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Here's Carr to throw. Working that left side now. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Williams. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. Motion from the wide receiver. Calls his own number. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Oh, this is unwise. Catches it in his own end zone. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Rush right in his face. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.